In our top story tonight, there are classified documents everywhere. Biden has them. Now Pence has them. It's like you can just reach into your pocket and... Oh, great. Now I've got them too. Jen, do you have any classified documents?
I sure do.
Austin, what about you?
Oh my God. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. I can't go anywhere in this house without finding more classified documents.
Guys, this is getting out of hand. Now we gotta send somebody to go rifle through Bill Clinton's underoos, and I don't wish that job on anybody. One thing that's been fun to watch is Republicans changing how they feel based on where documents have been found that day. Poor Ted Cruz just can't seem to make up his mind.
The FBI needs to search the University of Delaware archives, and they need to search Hunter Biden's home and business address. Mike Pence, and as you noted, he is a good friend, he's a good man. He's explained where these came from. There's no reason to think it was anything but inadvertent.
This is a witch hunt against Donald Trump. And speaking of witch hunts, let's definitely do a witch hunt on Joe Biden. And Hunter Biden's laptop feels pretty witchy too. But Mike Pence is obviously fine. Hashtag free Mike Pence. Wait, Joe Manchin has now too? Ooh, I am gonna have to get back to you on that one. But let's turn our attention to an even more important legal matter: pooping unicorns. I apologize in advance for what I'm about to do to you.
My poops, my poops, my poops. What you gonna do with all that poop? All that poop? Yeah, woo, woo, woo. I'm a poop, 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 poop. Oh yeah, gonna get loopy off my poopy.
Okay, I'm about to Mad Lib you something fierce, so buckle up. As a result of that absolutely stellar piece of cinema, record label BMG is suing the manufacturer of the Poopsie Slime Surprise, which is a unicorn that poops slime, for ripping off My Humps by the Black Eyed Peas. Got all that? Nope, none of us does. This is obviously a complex legal matter, so we've brought in our chief legal correspondent, Jonathan Miller, to help us make sense of it all. Jonathan, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Now, Jonathan, what kind of legal precedent on unicorn poop-related cases exists to help us adjudicate this matter?
Well, Andrea, much like the unicorn itself, any precedent related to unicorns or poop is going to be pretty rare.
Okay, fair enough. Now, in your expert legal opinion, who do you think is going to win this case? The record label or the slime-pooping unicorns?
In all likelihood, the winner's going to be the company that makes the most money after this case is settled out of court. I doubt that anyone in the legal community is ever going to get to argue the my poops precedent in front of a judge, which admittedly is a shame.
Now, one thing that came up in this case is the concept of fair use. Can you describe that legal term using a sports metaphor?
Sure. Fair use is a lot like stealing signs in baseball. It's allowable so long as you follow the rules. It's when you don't that you end up like the 2017 Astros.
And any advice for the unicorn poop company?
I would say that, stealing music is not the best way to make an impact for your brand. If they really want to make an impact, they should make the poop smell. I mean, just imagine like little Susie coming in with her unicorn to somebody's house, sets down her little glitter shitter in the hallway, presses a button and walks away. The song starts playing. That noxious odor assaults everybody's nose, all while little Susie's claiming, my unicorn just had an accident. That's an event people aren't going to soon forget.
Excellent explanation. All right, and finally, one last question for you. Tort, legal term or delicious dessert?
Yes.
That is absolutely correct. All right, Jonathan, thanks for being here. Hi there. You may remember me from such things as a few seconds ago in last week's episode. If you're picking up what we're putting down, consider joining our Patreon. It's a great way to get terrible life advice and free merch. Plus, your monthly donation will help us buy this gold statue of a cat eating a snake. Trust me, we need it. Visit patreon.com/Phoenix News Network to learn more. Donald Trump ruined the funeral of Diamond Hardaway with his eulogy and pretended like he'd never met her sister Silk, despite having done so a bunch of times. The Hardaway's father, George Santos, spoke after Trump, despite not having been invited, and a visibly confused Rudy Giuliani missed the event entirely, having mistakenly driven to a church's chicken. Japan's prime minister issued a statement this week that the country is in danger due to the decline in birth rates. So if you live in Japan, get to fucking! Your government needs you. M&Ms announced this week that their spokescandies would be replaced by spokeshuman Maya Rudolph. Here's what went down. Tucker Carlson complained that the green M&M shoes weren't making him horny enough, so now the M&Ms are frozen in carbonite, and Maya Rudolph has to somehow clean up this mess. Now, a lot of people think that Tucker Carlson wanting to fuck cartoon candy is the weird part of this story, but I think it's the fact that the Mars Candy Company has had so many meetings about cartoon footwear. Like, they got graphic designers and consultants and focus groups involved, okay? They reserved a conference room and ordered in a tray of bagels with an assortment of cream cheeses to discuss imaginary shoes for hours. This is why we are doomed as a species. Eggs are too expensive. Is it price gouging or bird flu? Or is it because a secret frittata cabal is pulling the strings of our entire global economy? It's probably not that. But eggs are so expensive that people are now smuggling them in from Mexico in kilos of cocaine. The tech industry has been hit hard by layoffs, but we're here to help with our job board. First up, there's George Santos's wiki page editor. It's a full-time job. Very full-time. If you want to help out with that egg problem, there's an opening for an egg relocation specialist down in El Paso. Must have a current passport and a false bottom on your trunk. If your hobbies include treasure hunting, consider this opening from the FBI for a full-time classified document scavenger. Must be willing and able to frisk Jimmy Carter. And finally, I'm pretty sure the position of U.S. Representative for New York's 3rd Congressional District will open up shortly, so be on the lookout for that. Good luck out there, and in all seriousness, hit me up on LinkedIn. I'm happy to help. What could bring Democrats and Republicans together against a common enemy? Why, Taylor Swift, of course. This week had Ticketmaster in the hot seat, and Congress is ready to punish them, and us, with puns.
Karma's a relaxing thought. Aren't you envious that for you it's not? That's all I've got to say. Thank you. A lot of people seem to think that's somehow a solution. I think it's a nightmare dressed like a daydream.
As a ode to Taylor Swift, I will say we know all too well.
I had hoped to get the gavel back, but once again, she's cheer captain and I'm on the bleachers.
Rest assured, America, Congress will fix this problem and you will get to pay $350 to sit in a chair for 2 hours at some time in the future. Crisis averted soonish. A recent study found that dollar stores are the fastest growing source for food purchases. Yes, now you can enjoy budget-minded foods like these. Luckful Talismans has no nutritional value. Nurse Spicy gives you diabetes on the very first sip. Hamburger Attendant, not delicious or nutritious. Veggie Balls, it's like a green vegetable except in a perfect sphere. Almost Meat, slow cooked for 8 minutes, this juicy meat substitute is infused with fresh pond water. Old Slice of Pizza, everyone's had fresh pizza, but have you tried last year's? Now you're entering flavor country. And wash it all down with White National really white wine from Idaho. Move over, box wine. This stuff is just $1 a bottle and frankly makes you kind of violent. And finally tonight, a woman gave birth mid-flight. The airline congratulated her, but then said, "We haven't figured out how we're going to charge her extra for this yet, but we will. We will." That wraps up this week's Friday Fenix. Don't forget to subscribe.
Your efforts are valid, but I don't think you can step up to the challenge.